Woodward's 3 best and 3 worst Man United transfers as exit date confirmed. Ed Woodward might not be remembered well by Manchester United fans, but his impact at the club cannot be overstated. The Essex-born businessman has had a turbulent time since becoming chief executive in 2013, marking the end of Sir Alex Ferguson's era. Since then, it has not been a happy return on the pitch, with the Red Devils failing to lift the Premier League trophy ever since. The competition was one they dominated with the Scotsman in charge, but Woodward has since hired and fired 4 managers in David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. As part of his duties, the 50-year-old also rubber-stamped transfers with over £1 billion spent under his tenure. Now, as he prepares to exit, Richard Arnold will step into the limelight as the head honcho on 1 February, so who can be counted as successful transfers, or who are not? The playmaker might be in a sticky situation at the moment, but there is no denying the momentous impact Fernandes had when he signed for United back in January 2019. In his first 14 Premier League appearances, he scored 8 and assisted 7, following up that half-season with a campaign where he netted 28 and assisted 17. Without the Portugal international, it is suffice to say that they would not be in the Champions League right now. At an initial fee of £47 million, that must go down as a bargain after being chased for so long while the transfer went right under the noses of the other big hitters in the Premier League. One of the biggest surprise transfers in recent memory, the return of Ronaldo, must go down as a success on Woodward's behalf. While it has hardly been a season to remember, without the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner in the squad it would be much worse. And the fact that Ronaldo is back at Old Trafford is enough reason to get excited as a United fan, while the knock-on effect could be pivotal. Players and coaches are desperate to play with the Portuguese superstar, while commercially his impact is worldwide. Another deal last summer to be commended was the capture of Varane from Real Madrid for a relatively modest £40 million. For a player that was a linchpin for club and country, that won the World Cup and the Champions League multiple times, that is a decent deal. Especially as it has fixed a problematic area of the squad and central defense, where Harry Maguire was desperate for a partner. Injuries have stuttered his start at Old Trafford, but Varane oozes confidence around him and allows the team to play out from the back. For the money alone, this deal will probably go down as United's worst ever transfer after so much hype. The club were mocked for celebrating the number of retweets the official announcement got, but it would turn out that was about as much as they would get from Sanchez. On a reported £500,000 a week, the Chile international would score just 5 times in 45 appearances, while looking completely out of form compared to rampant attacker at Arsenal. After paying most of his wages to play at Inter Milan, Woodward finally managed to part ways with the forward for good in 2020. Just a year into the job, Woodward was desperate to bring back the glamour era, and that included forking out big bucks for the biggest names. That saw Di Maria sign from Real Madrid in a blockbuster £59.7 million deal, a British record at the time, but the Argentine was a shadow of the player he was at the Bernabeu. He started off well after winning the Player of the Month in August, but it went downhill when his form plummeted and fans started to get on his back. It emerged that the winger was not happy with life in Manchester and, after 3 Premier League goals, he was sold to Paris Saint-Germain the following summer, where he has remained ever since. In the same summer as Di Maria's acquisition, Woodward continued his policy of splashing out on the most sensational players when he brought Falcao to United on loan from Monaco. The snarling striker, who scored 70 in 91 matches for Atletico Madrid, made Red Devils fans salivate, but a pesky ACL injury in between had seemed to have sapped El Tiger of his power. What United got was a timid pussycat who failed to make any impact whatsoever, netting just 4 across 29 matches. The loan did not come cheap either, after a £6 million fee that saw Falcao earn £265,000 a week during his time at Old